What can you do? This is a contest showcasing 3 categories: music, gaming, and visual arts. This will be held once a month starting May 10th through May 31st. A new contest will begin on the 1st of June.
For the music category, this month is hip hop. We want a 30-second to 1-minute clip of a hip hop song written by you. It can be a cappella or with music accompaniment. Must be clean content though. Here's an example. Is to make a music video with 2 to 3 scenes, and also has the opportunity to record, mix, and master the music at Out Here Studio. Beats provided if needed. If you can't get to Oxford, we will send you a beat and also cash out you $20 to help with studio time. But we would love for you to try to make it down here if you're from out of state. If you wanna show us what you can do, the Emma Bridging the Gap with Bill and Scoob.
Hey.
If you wanna show us what you can do, the email Bridge the Gap with Bill and Scoob.
Come on.
If you wanna show us what you can do, then I done told you the rules, so go do that, fool. Rhyming to the beat, I got Bill to my left. We got Chef back behind the camera, he ain't cooking shit yet. We got Swish on the drums and we playing so cool. Yeah, if you wanna do it, then show us what you can do.
Woo! For the gaming clips, we want a 30-second to a minute clip of in-game Call of Duty plays for this month. If you win, you can get a shout out on any of our Twitch or any of our social medias. And obviously, if you win anything, you get a shout out on Bridging the Gap podcast. Here's a quick example.
And for the visual arts, we want a picture of a drawing using pastel, graphite pencil, colored pencil, and/or charcoal. Winner will receive an art package containing art swag from their respective mediums. Here's an example.
Please send your submissions to bridgingthegapwithbillandscoob@gmail.com. Also feel free to post onto any and all social media platforms using the tag BridgingTheGap77 and using the What Can You Do hashtag for the People's Choice Awards. Good luck.
You can't win all 3. So if you submit in all 3, you can't win all 3 at once. There will be 3 separate winners every week. And then for every winner, there's a little surprise coming, not only with the wins, but with something else. I also wanted to say, when you send us an email at Bridging the Gap with Bill and Scoob at Gmail, on the screen right here, please put in the subject line, what can you do, along with the category that you are posting into. So if you're sending for music, you'll type, I'll try to put it on screen. You'll put Bridging the Gap with Bill and Scoob at gmail.com with the subject, what can you do? Say you're doing gaming, you'll put what can you do with gaming right after that. Also, put a little bit about yourself, put your name, like I said, about if it's a drawing, a little bit about the drawing. If it's a gaming clip, a little bit about what's in the gaming clip. And if it's the music, for this week it's hip hop, put a little bit about what you're rapping about.
Hey, Abigail, remember Abigail?
Sound you like it aspire to be like in the future.
He was going as teddy bear back in them days and stuff.
Scooby, have you ever heard of Anchor? It's the easiest way to make a podcast.
No, I haven't. Is it free?
Yeah, and there's creation tools that allow you to edit on your phone or computer.
But will it allow you to distribute to all your favorite platforms like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts?
Yeah, it does it for you, and you can make money with minimum listenership.
So you're telling me it's everything you need to make a podcast all in one app?
Yes, it is.
So if you haven't already, go to the Anchor app or anchor.fm to get started.
What he said. All right, well, look, y'all, welcome to another special edition of Bridging the Gap with Bill, Shy, Scooby, and Mac, with our very special guest, music producer, Teddy Vuitton. Yes. And we're experimenting with this whole new social distancing thing. We got a mascot, you know what I'm saying? Abigail, yeah. So, but anyway, before we get too deep into that, I'm going to pass it to Scooby.
All right, I'm gonna hit y'all with the social medias and make sure if y'all want to tune into this contest that we got going on. It's a 3-part contest. What can you do?
What can you do?
That's the question we want to know here at Bridging the Gap. And we got video games, we got hip hop, and we got visual arts. And to find out a little bit more, follow the social medias at Scooby the Kid 252. Let's start with Bridging the Gap. At Bridging the Gap 77, at Scooby the Kid 252, at Bill Perry Jr., at Chef Mac 1523, at 5ARO Perry, that's Shy Perry, and then at Teddy Vuitton. And get tuned in, tapped in, have a good time, because we out here, seeing what's underneath the bridge.
Come on.
So,
all right.
Yeah, and like I'm not used to this setup. Like normal, we're gonna jump into how everybody is doing this week. Another week of social distancing, self-isolation, quarantine. How's everybody?
Boom. All right. So now that we've made our rounds, like my man just asked there, Mac, he's asking about our wellness and stuff. So who wants to start off?
I say ladies first.
Ladies first. So Shy, we're gonna start off with you. How you doing over there in Abbeville?
Oh, I appreciate that. I'm doing great. This week was a really nice week, and today I was able to talk to one of my really, really good friends, and she's over in England, so I'm glad that they're doing okay. And so today was a nice day, and this week was nice.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to Lucy K. Piper, man, no doubt, because she'll probably watch this and everything. She's supposed to be doing a little project with us and stuff coming on down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Teddy B. Cold, man. Teddy B. Cold. Look at it. See, he's spitting. He in love, Shy. He's in love over here.
I have to say, Lucy is awesome, and she's a firecracker, and you would definitely fall in love with her if you meet her, and she's just a beautiful person inside and out.
Look, she done lit Teddy B's fuse. Man. Lit Teddy B's fuse, got a nose wide open. Look, I'm talking all this crap, and you know what's going on with me right now.
Well, I'm supposed to talk to her.
Anyway, change the subject. Hey, Abigail. Remember Abigail, y'all. Look at Abigail.
Hey, shit, I guess we'll go this way around.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Damn, my week's been, good and crazy, and really just
He slept for 48 hours.
48 hours. He was MIA, ladies and gentlemen. 48 hours, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa.
It was some good sleep. Sometimes you gotta, rest your body if you be, putting it through too much, and it was good. I don't regret any minute of it. I had some crazy, wild dreams that I wish I could go back into type shit. But other than that, once I finally woke my ass up, it was good to take a second to be
I woke his ass up, by the way.
Yeah. Said be said, I still woke up. God be the glory,
And Tori needs to get props for that, no doubt, indeed.
Hey, thank you to everybody in my life. And that's kind of really what I want to say. Be aware, Be aware that everything that's going on in your life. That's kind of what I've taken from this week, from the last podcast.
Amen.
And that includes the people that surround you. Be aware for them. Be grateful for them, because they can be gone any day.
Look at Scooby spitting them jewels today, baby.
That's it.
What about you, Mac?
For me, it's been good. It's my first week out of college, not having to do anything with that. I've been chilling. I shot in music.
Yes, y'all. College grad.
College grad. Good for you.
We shot our first music video with Zombie Studios. My Bro coming out June 6th. He's a little snippet of it, just a little bit. We also I've been going through the podcast submissions. We got one. The guy's name is Dreadlock Rasta. We like his video.
Dreadlock Rasta, shouts out to you.
Yeah, it's real good. You know what I'm saying? If you want to take a snippet of that, go to Leroy the Goat on Instagram. Or Leroy, whatever, excuse me. Yeah, you got a snippet of that out on Instagram. Other than that, everything's good for me.
All right, well, Teddy B.
Man, look, this week we've been crazy, man. I mean, I've been working. I've been working my butt off, man. I got this project coming out. I'm closing it down. Everything is pretty much done. This whole week I've been doing that, man. Just working on this project and just really, trying to elevate my musicality, man, and just, going to that next level. That's one thing about me. I'm never stagnant. I'm always going to the next level, man. So I mean, this week is just me focusing on me and seeing the vision play out. You feel me?
Hey,
that's what it is.
And he does put in work. I'm gonna do a 3D thing again. Let me tell you something. This dude is my favorite producer, man. Teddy B putting in work. You understand? I love this dude. I did a tribute to this dude on Facebook. Okay, 3D is done.
Appreciate it, man.
Hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the business.
Hey, but shit, how the OG doing, man?
Okay, so how am I doing? I'm doing fantastic, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like a new person over here. I got a new shirt. Hey, Shy, you see I got my new shirt over here? It's NASA.
I like that.
Yeah, it's the space me, got my head chopped up and stuff, man. Feeling like a new man. But, everybody's still practicing the social distancing. But, I'm feeling good, man. I'm in love with life, man. I'm in love with the universe.
Absolutely.
Enjoying the little things.
And enjoying the little things. My man Chef Mac is through out there. Exactly. Enjoying every single moment. Just like right now, man, everything is beautiful. You know what, Shy? I kind of feel like we're being interviewed by you right now.
Yeah. I kind of feel like you guys
I'm talking to you, but it's like I'm talking to the people, but I'm looking at you like,
I feel like you guys are the male version of The View.
yeah, without all the cattiness and stuff. Right?
Well, definitely.
Hey, well, look, for the people that's watching, whoa, hey, we got Mucho Prophet in the house and everything, and he was just like giving Teddy B something, this unidentified flying object just went over our head and just, yeah. So, yeah, but just for everyone that's watching out there, you notice when I said everyone's at a distance here. He's way over there, Tori's way over there, and you see us here at the table. So, for the optics and everything, we're still being mindful of that. And for all y'all watching, wash your hands, stay sanitized, and abide by everything that we're supposed to abide by, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. So,
But, let's get back to Teddy B.
I said we down started off with, like this Teddy B first time on the podcast, What do you want the people to know? Whether that be an old story, new story, just, tell you something a little bit about the people.
Let people know how y'all met these two,
Well, let me start with that then, man. How I met Scoob, man. Everybody know my Scooby the Kid. I shortened it up to Scoob. Because, ain't no way I'm finna call you Scooby the Kid, man. Or Scooby, bro.
No, you like me, man. That's what I call him. I call him Scoob all the time.
So my thing is, man, I met Scoob randomly. Actually, one day, my old boss, man, rest in peace, Bridget Turner, she hired him. And in my job that I work at, still kind of working now, but she hired him, and basically all it was, man, he started working. He came to me and said, he rapping and all that. And I heard him, and I'm like, you rap, like for real, like you not playing, like okay, so let's work. And ever since then, man, he's been my little brother, man. We went through a lot together, man. You feel me? Like me and Scoob, and that's my brother. Like blood could make us stronger. You feel like it's a bond, man. So I met Scoob through Domino's, really. But like I said, he came to the studio. He just was in the studio while I was working with other artists, and basically he knocked it out the park every single time, man. He'll be like, hey man, can I hop on this track? Like, all right, man, we'll see what you got. Come on. And like just how Outkast did, the Johnson family did Outkast, get him out and all them. I did Scoob the same way. You come through, I got you. You feel me? Right. Come through, I got you. And so I met Bill, I met you through Scoob.
Right.
So that was one thing that really I cherish like that, because I met two of my closest friends through one through Domino's where I work at, but I met another close friend through another close friend. You feel me? Like that's how I feel, man. hey, we rock, man. We rock. You feel me? So I mean, with all that being said, y'all family. So I mean, I watch the podcast a lot. So I mean, y'all family, bro.
Hey, appreciate that. Likewise, love over here. You know what I'm saying? And like for those that are not, to get y'all hip to Teddy Vuitton and stuff, he's got music and stuff, all over social media. He's also got stuff on SoundCloud and everything. And he's got some mad numbers on there too, man. He's got tracks that have got 30,000 views and all that. This man ain't no joke over here. And hey, Shai, do you got anything that you want to ask Teddy Vuitton about, like music or anything?
Yes, Teddy, you're a producer, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, have you always been behind the scenes, or do you rap on your songs, or and do you make and create all of your music from lyrics to what's going on?
Well, they're laughing because it's like he doesn't, he kind of does. He's gonna answer it. He's about to answer it for you.
I think I pretty much asked. Yeah. So go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't rap. I don't touch the mic. I mean, there was one time where I did touch the mic just to get some stuff off of my chest. That was it. But I don't touch the mic. I write for days. I am and I'm always behind the scenes with stuff, man. I don't like to be in the forefront of everything unless I really have something that I need to get off my chest. So I mean, with that being said, I do have an album coming out. Shameless plug. I do have an album coming out, but that's gonna be the real. Actually, I don't have a name for it yet.
Untitled at the moment, but it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, I don't have a name for it yet. I thought I had a name for it.
How the optics looking? Are we all good?
I have no idea. I can play a snippet of it too.
But yeah. My thing is, man, I'm never in the forefront of everything. I'm always in the background. I take care of business. That's my thing. You feel me? So yeah.
He do got bars, bro. That's what I'm trying to play.
Yeah, he can rap a little bit, Shy. To kind of answer your question and everything. It's just that he prefers to, create the music and everything. Being talented on that end. But when he's not telling you, there was one time when he used to be an exotic dancer. Yeah, he used to go around and dance to his beats at parties and stuff for women. He was doing this for women and stuff, like bachelorette parties. Yeah, man, like all throughout the north part of Mississippi, man, Teddy B is notorious for doing these, exotic parties, you know what I'm saying? What was that movie, Magic Mike, you know what I'm saying? Chippendale type cat over here, Nah, we just playing, y'all. Let me cut that joke right now, because I don't want everybody like, oh, man, Teddy be like that for real, dog.
Look, I always say, man, they call me Teddy for a reason.
Teddy Bear. He was known as Teddy Bear back in them days and stuff.
Let's see.
So, Shy, consider Teddy B for your bachelorette party. You know what I'm saying? He's going to eventually, probably come at you like that. You gonna want to dance and stuff like that? Just get that Teddy B. And Abigail want to get some of that too.
I like it.
Hey, but okay. So on a serious tip, what inspired you to be a music producer? Was it people? Was it just listening to music? Was it both of those things maybe?
It was when I was younger. My mom played a lot of Aaliyah. She played a lot of UGK. Everything Memphis that came out, Project Pat, 3-6 in general. You got Gangsta Black, you got all those Memphis artists. Yes. So I mean, my mom played a lot of that, and I mean, after that, as soon as that got done, I grew up a little bit, and I started listening to a whole bunch of T.I., TJ Tonk was his producer. But really, it was Timbaland, man. Timbaland, he his sound, everything, he finds that pocket, you feel me? And I ever since then, I wanted to find that pocket as well. I just wanted to feel that vibe that he had. I saw a video of him way back in the day of him and Jay-Z just, rocking in the studio. I think they was making the Dirt Off the Shoulder beat.
Yeah.
He was just in the studio, it inspired me to make so much music, man. My cousin, he had a crack program. I'm the first to admit I had a crack program at first. It was just a little free program, but I bought the program that I use now.
Yeah.
But my cousin gave it to me, and he was like, "Bro, just go."
Yeah.
Go.
Everybody had a crack program.
Everybody had one. But as long as you go and actually support the company that's supporting you, that's paying, they're helping you pay your bills. So I mean, yeah, man.
And it's funny you mentioned that about Timbaland, man, because I remember a particular night, man. Like I remember, you know, in one of the clubs one night, man, Get Your Freak On came on.
Yeah.
You know, Missy Elliott's joint, you know, Timbaland produced that.
Yeah.
And that beat, man, was so ahead of its time. You know, people didn't even know how to dance to that. Sean, do you remember that song, Get Your Freak On, Missy Elliott?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was just saying, like, you know, when that beat first dropped, man, like, you know, people didn't really, I remember in the clubs, people were kind of thrown off on how to dance to it. You know, you know, and that beat was just so different, you know, with all the hi-hat and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, just,
See the bubbles in the video?
yeah, you know, that was another thing that I Can't Stand the Rain thing or whatever it was. Yeah, you know, she was all in the bubble outfit. Who was in that video with her? It wasn't like Little Kim or somebody like that. Anyway, but yeah. All right, so you talking about the producers that influenced you. Okay, what sound do you try to go for when you produce music? Do you only consider hip hop, or do you listen to a broad range of sound?
You should go through my Spotify. You should go through my Spotify. From Scoob will tell you, man, we'll be in the car driving. I mean, it'll be, you know, some hard trap shit from, I'm sorry for cussing. I mean, it'll be some hard, it'll be some hard trap shit at first, and then they'll go to some Backstreet Boys. And then they'll go to some NSYNC, he'll go to Katy Perry.
And look, this man, we went over and hung out at the DJ friend of mine's house, me, him, and Scoob and stuff, man. Social distancing intact again. Shout out to DJ Nick B and stuff. And this man pulled up in the car and stuff and everything, rocking out to rock. It wasn't hip hop or R&B. This man had some guitar and Latin stuff going on and everything, just to let you know how broad he is.
Yeah.
You know, just to put emphasis on this point. So, you know, when you know, do you extrapolate from all those different genres when you create a beat?
Yeah.
Like say, you know, because I've heard some of your stuff, and actually some of the stuff I heard, you know, sounds kind of cinemascopic. It almost has like scary music background to it. You know what I'm saying? Something like you would hear in Friday the 13th or something like that, but it's set to a hip hop beat. So, you know, do you listen to this, you know, everything in pop culture, or?
Yeah, man. Normally when I go through beats, man, like that, and I just make beats back to back, I'm in the mood, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like I told y'all, I'm a heavy impact. So I mean, like I you know, I feel the artist and what they want, and then I, you know, extrapolate that from, you know, what I feel that the artist can, you know, actually do with that certain sound. You feel me?
Right.
So I mean, like that's pretty much that, man. Normally I'll make probably maybe like 3 or 4 beats a week. Just, you know, just something that's there to where I'm not, you know, just being stagnant or anything like that. And I mean, I'll go through different moods. I'll see, you know, I'll be happy this time, I'll make a happy type beat. Or I'll be, you know, mad or I'll be, you know, depressed or whatever at this time. And depression is a thing. I'll, you know, be depressed at this time and now, you know, go to a sad type beat. But I mean, whenever I, you know, get angry or frustrated, just, you know, with things just happening all at the same time, just life is, you know, happening, I'll, you know, end up making those horror type beats. Because sometimes you just really want to like go with it. Sometimes you want to go for real, man. You want to wear Jason mask on, man. So yeah, that's really what it is, man. It's just basically expressing myself through my music. So I mean,
no doubt, it's all about the mood that you're in.
Yeah,
I think every artist out there can attest to that one.
Yep.
Rashad, do you got any other questions to ask Teddy B?
You guys can go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, Scoob.
Shit, I would say, bro, like you mentioned Timberland earlier, and like I'm one of them type of people that always like with the people that surround me for some odd reason. I feel like other people do this too, but like, you know, you equate them with like people, like, you know, like my homie Ferris, like you just remind me of Kenny Beats. So every time I think of like Kenny Beats, you know what I'm saying? And Teddy was always kind of that vibe with Timberland, you know what I'm saying? And just that energy of like obviously I'm in the studio with Teddy B, but I feel like, you know, it's also the same energy that Timberland would bring up. Because you told me, you know, mind listen to Timberland, like same way with like people in Mac Miller with me type shit. People say that shit about me all the time in the studio. You know, you can take it one way or the other. Like, who and what kind of sound you like aspire to be like in the future as a producer or a person? Like, you know, like where do you see yourself?
Oh man, right now the sound is switching up. Yeah, right now the sound is switching up. Y'all heard some exclusive stuff. Like, hey, the sound is switching completely up. So I mean, in the future, man, I really don't even want to like be categorized in the whole grand scheme of things with everybody else. I just want my own sound. Yeah. I want to, and I'm slowly getting to that point where I can create my own sound. But I mean, it's it's a process. You feel me? Like I got my own sound. Like I got my own sound. But the sound is switching up so much to where it's like, man, like I don't think anyone else is doing this. You feel me? Something like this. You feel me? It got that Mississippi swing to it, but then also you got the pop culture type vibe to it as well, to where it won't deviate from what everybody else is doing right now. I mean, you gotta stay relevant some type of way. You feel me? So yeah, man. I really wanna to give you an answer. I just really want to go with my own way, man. I don't want to be like nobody else. Like that's just me. You feel me?
So when you create a song, do you consider well, obviously people are considered, their feelings are considered, but do you like go for like trying to get the hit? Like I want this to be a club banger, I want it to be hot on the radio or online, or do you just want to simply just express your art and put it out there, and if it just by chance happens to be a banger, so be it.
That's it right there, man. I don't. Hits are made by the audience.
Right.
Hits are made by the audience. It's not necessarily made by the people in the studio. Like the people outside the studio, the millions of people outside the studio make that song hit. So I mean, you can make a folk song today. Just some like random folk song, whatever. No drums or nothing with it. But if the people like it.
Right. Yes.
That's what makes it. What's up?
Being a hit is subjective. It's like people always look at like you look at like pop records. They think that they can follow some type of like formula, where it's like sonically music is math, and you can't follow a simple formula of like repetitiveness and getting people's attention.
Well, yes and no. There is a formula to certain things that if you have there's literally algorithms out there that will like put sounds together that have worked in certain situations where they
OG though,
Like there's formulas. I mean, I get what you're saying as far as like going upon that, but it's just like, but there really is formulae, as it were, out there about like how to make a hit.
I agree with what you're saying and why.
Matter of fact, Motown had a whole like thing about that.
But you look at like the Baby or like J. Cole, there's unorthodox people out there that like when they drop this fucking going number one. And like it was J. Cole said it in his record, these labels are archaic, formulaic with them outcome. I study the fans, you know what I'm saying? Like it's real shit. And like to me that's like why I'm talking to people like Bob Dylan earlier. Maybe this is just a subjective thought, but I look at people that write real things, you know what I'm saying? Like if even in the music, it's one thing why I like to fuck with musical people because I'm not a very musical person, and the lyrics always came to me as a driving factor. But and I wonder how experimentatious you can get with the music because to me it seems like when I look at Kid records, they're all simple 4-bar beats, you know what I'm saying, and it relatively gets simple. And so like in a production tip, how do you want to stand out as far as like making your music be something that's a staple rather than like people just looking at the lyrics and
Oh man.
You're taking on a journey, but we eventually got there.
I think more so. And it might answer your question, it might not, but I really feel like I need to say this. But I think more so the actual artist in itself. Like people don't like Russ. Take Russ for example. Yeah. Like Russ, low key, he make okay music. Like he got hits, he got songs, whatever. But I mean, we also got hits. So it's like Russ. People fell in love with Russ because of Russ, not because of his music. Really,
100%.
Like for real. So I mean, it's more so the artists, like you said, the Baby and J. Cole. Bro, those are like unicorns out of everybody. Yeah, you can make a hit, but I mean, if the Baby and J. Cole going number one all the time, you feel me? It's more so like
they going on with their whole mystique.
Yeah. That's what it is, man. So I mean, it's not necessarily all about the music. Like sometimes you gotta play the label as well. Like you gotta know when the label signs someone, they know, okay, this person can stick out with this type of vibe right here. But I mean, if you are an actual artist and you doing everything, like you got your swag on point. I mean, I'm saying swag like it's still in style, but you got your swag on point. Your drip, you got your drip on point. You got your music on point, your vocals, your lyrics, everything is on point. Then they'll know like, hey, I can, use this artist right here as, someone that's bigger than the music. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like they're popping at that moment. I feel like the baby could be in the movie right now. I feel like the baby could be in the movie right now. And yeah, bro, for real,
bro. Like
exactly. Man.
But the same with like I feel like even J. Cole or K. Dot, but like the thing with the baby is I feel like he can have a whole greater role than like someone like J. Cole or Kendrick because they game so serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you look at like how Pac came in the game of I'm blanking on the fucking song right now. Fuck, what's that damn song? We dancing damn, we in the hot tub, we in the bathtub.
Every other city we go.
Yeah.
I see the same.
Shit, I get around.
Yeah, I get around. Yeah.
Like he came in the game like that, and as far as speaking on movie tips, like I feel like the baby could play any role where like, I don't know, I would be interested to see J. Cole go into like a Poetic Justice or play like a motherfucking, Bishop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the baby would kill it. I don't know, it'd be interesting to see. And I don't think we've really seen anybody, unless y'all can correct me, like rappers from our day step into the cinema and really thrive. MGK played that in that Rockstar.
We do a lot of indie. There's a lot of indie stuff.
I mean, like,
that was cool though. Like shout out to that.
Certain like movie Snoop Dogg.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about
Like the younger,
younger
Hey,
guys.
Shy, are you comfortable out there? I'm noticing it's starting to get dark around your way.
It feels great out here. It's wonderful. I'm okay. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Just making sure that no mosquitoes ain't out there biting or something.
They're trying to fly around, but I'm okay.
Oh, okay.
Kind of.
Just want to kind of keep you in because it's like we're over here all like around each other, and I'm trying to kind of make sure that you can still hear us when we're talking and stuff like this, right?
Oh yeah, I can hear everything clearly.
Oh, okay, good. Because I just don't want to leave you out. Feel like anytime you want to interject if something happens to come up in your head and everything, because we're sitting here at the table, we're able to kind of engage right here. So just to let it be known that you're still there with us.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
But kind of like what you were just saying is like I feel like if Mac Miller was still alive, he could, because he had just started, like he was in Scary Movie 5.
Yeah.
And something else I can't think
Yeah,
of.
you started to show
But
me
I
some
feel
acting
like he
chops.
could have started doing stuff like that, and like you, for example, like acting in The Usurper, and other stuff like that. Like that. Like if you're gonna do that, now's the time to start doing that.
Film is all y'all know, like you just mentioned there. I mean, that's definitely a side component with for me personally, and I think that artists getting into this game, they're looking broader now. You got artists that come in here and they're as a side project, maybe they're into anime and get into cartooning, or maybe they're into fashion, so they get into clothing, or they food or whatever have you. But it's a
Ice
wider
Cube is
venture
like
there.
well, I mean, I guess he's big, but Ice Cube is a good example.
Oh, Ice Cube is a great
Yeah.
example. He's a great example. I mean, he's worth like over $100 million or something now. So I mean, Nas, he has a great business portfolio and stuff, and it's about getting on like that. But to kind of bring it back to Teddy B and everything, with all this said, do you have? You don't have to speak deep about this. You can kind of just say yes and then say some bulletin points. But I was speaking upon this. Do you have a business plan for your music ventures?
Oh yes, man. Look, all I can say is shit's about to get real in 2020. That's all I can
Y'all
say.
heard it here first.
Shit's about to get real in 2020, man. I'm not bullshit.
And this man, he's on his business too, because I also know that he also dabbles in currency trading. He's involved in Forex and stuff, and he's even been trying to get me to get hip on this and invest and whatnot and start trading some dollars. But so yeah, he's got a good head on his shoulders. As a matter of fact, man, if you wouldn't mind, kind of giving people a little idea of what you do with that.
Oh man, basically Forex is currency trading. It's like when you go to a different country, not company. When you go to a different country, you're basically trading in your money, our US dollar, for whatever they have over there, right? Now, there are little pip movements, and the pip is a 10,000, I believe it's a 10,000, I might be wrong, of a penny. But that little movement determines whether you get, you make a profit or you lose money.
Right.
And most of the time, if you're looking at the market right, you can make a profit from it, and it's I've seen people make bank off this, man. I'm not gonna say their number. I'm not gonna say who it is.
Right.
They're making bank, bro. Like.
And from what I've read about it, it's like it's the most prosperous of all the trading networks. Like it makes more money than stock exchange, New York Stock Exchange.
$1 trillion daily. Trillion.
Y'all hear that?
$1
trillion daily. Y'all need to get hip. 4X.
Man, look.
FOREX as in foreign exchange.
Man, dropping gems, man. Dropping gems,
For real. But this is something else that he does just to, kind of, broaden out my man's whole portfolio of his business and stuff. Hey, Sean, you remember I had sent you a message about that?
Oh yeah. It sounds very interesting, and definitely something that's modern that you have to learn about. But once you do learn about it, it might be a whole nother avenue for people to look into to make money. Especially with a lot of people working from home, it seems like that might be the new norm for a second.
Exactly.
Longer than, yeah.
And, Sean, all kind of stuff is traded on there. There's currency, but they also trade in metals. You can trade gold and all that kind of stuff on there. It's a whole broad network of stuff that you can get down on that network and do and everything. And at the end of the day, it's about generating wealth. Like having like substantial wealth and everything as opposed to just, paycheck to paycheck, but actually having wealth and, having your money make babies. Man, my mask keeps slipping off every time I'm talking here.
That's cool.
But yeah, I'm saying, like, what's going on? That little dance going on. But, because we kind of was touching on that earlier. We was talking about like, actually creating wealth for ourselves instead of just, again, just having a paycheck, realizing what kind of bills you have to pay, and then that's essentially it. Maybe having a little side cash to play with, but not actually having wealth to be able to invest in yourself. And something like this, like you just said, if you learn how to do this, that's how everybody's getting down. They're getting down from home doing this. One of my neighbors, the guy I was telling you about, trying to text. He's been schooling even Teddy B on some of this stuff because he's been in it a little bit longer. But it's about generating wealth.
And unless you're, you come from a wealthy family or you really got it like that, as an independent artist, you have to do something more so you can make money to invest in yourself if you're not working constantly. So different things like that can allow you to still be creative as well as, doing research online and, different things that can help you with your career as well as making money. I think all of that can just be a benefit for independent artists.
Indeed.
If we take it back to the Mind State podcast from last week, and I'm in this class. It's called Smart Rapper class with Rob Level. The rapper shortcut. Excuse me. It's a smart rapper guy, and like one of the main things was just like transforming your reality to make it beneficial to you. And that's like in your mind state of thinking like not like, oh, I gotta pay these bills, but like I'm gonna pay these bills and I'm gonna make this money and set it aside, and like transforming those thoughts too, because like everything. Think about it like whenever you like really need some water, you really need something, and you get it, right? But that's all you was asking for. If all you was focusing on was just like one subsidiary of a great scheme of things, and you're leaving out all these other things that aren't getting taken care of. You have to look at it in a broad spectrum, and that's where I kind of goes into Shai's point. And I'm a firm believer in this, that if you're an independent artist, then you need to play multiple roles. You need to be a marketer. You need to like be studying on how to make beats and mix and master yourself, and learn how to shoot videos for yourself. Like you need to know the business and contracts behind everything. Like all those things, you can take care of it. There's bigger of a bag you would get. And as independent artists with the ability to be as creative as we can be, like we might as well be starting to look at getting into the back of the thing. There's something I can be Teddy for. You know what I'm saying? There's so we got the back end.
I think I got something to say. That motherfucker spitting. That motherfucker spitting.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. You have to be able to diverse yourself and play multiple roles, especially if you're doing this by yourself. And you have to be able to count on yourself. So it's until you're able to get to the point where you can hire different, or you're lucky enough to have other people work with you that are willing to put in their part. more than likely the heavy weight will fall on yourself. So yeah, that's absolutely a good point. About diversifying it and playing all these different roles, even if it comes to, having to sacrifice and go out and make money and do what you have to do in order to, save up for what you need and what you want to create.
If you're not willing to go bag up fries at McDonald's, you don't want to bag up.
You have to be willing to make sacrifices.
Abigail agrees with all y'all, boy. She over here dancing. Hell yeah.
So to bring it back to Teddy, what would you say as like just a producer, and you maybe just kind of slowly speak from producers out there, like if you're looking to expand with other artists, what are you looking for in those other artists, and what do you expect them to kind of have as they're walking in the door?
Man, it's not about what I'm looking for. It's about what you can bring. I don't necessarily focus on this person got to have this for me to mess with them. No, it's like, what do you have, and how can I enhance it? Like basically what I know, what I tell everybody, man. I'm driving the car, you in the passenger seat with me now.
Where do you want to go?
Where do you
want to go?
I'm just driving.
I know how to navigate. But I need to know where you're going, sir, ma'am. Yeah, it's real as hell. Yeah.
That's it, man. So I mean, what can you bring to the table? Like my table already.
So you don't like, if this artist comes to you and say if they don't have their idea fully realized, and you can kind of tell it's in fragments. Do you approach that by trying to fill in the gaps?
Oh, my first session is a conversation anyway. Okay. Like when people come to me, and I got them from No ID or with Mac Miller and all them. So I mean, I got that from them. J. Cole even said it himself. My first session is a conversation. Basically all I'm doing is asking questions, learning. Like what can you bring to the table? What can basically what can I do? Like it's to enhance you. Like tell me some stuff that you ain't told nobody else. That's it. Tell me the deepest secrets in your head that you never really told nobody that you want to get out, but you're scared to get it out.
Man, Teddy gets spiritual, yo.
That's it, man. As soon as they walk through the door, I can tell something is wrong or something is right. You feel me, within their life. So I mean, and then we'll just go deeper into it. I'll ask questions. We'll just go deeper into it.
And just for y'all that are curious out there, the reason why he's able to do that because he's an empath.
Yeah, man.
So
that motherfucker spit.
Hey, that's gonna be a reoccurring.
Abigail's our fifth host.
Yes, man. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get used to her because she here to stay.
I love Abigail.
Hey, look, Shy. She been over here flirting with me. You remember what I said earlier? You know what I'm saying? She been over here rubbing all on me. You know what I'm saying? Well, Chucky saw her been rubbing on her.
I saw you sneak a kiss in, so.
Exactly. Yeah, you saw that a little bit? And he got it documented.
Yeah, I got it on camera.
You know what I'm saying? This girl, she, man, you know what we used to say back in the day? She fast.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Man.
Hey, but look, I wanted to ask another thing about Teddy and stuff. On a kind of like, with the music thing, but kind of getting, spacey with it, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that the music that comes out of you is a collection of your experiences, as you were saying, as well as your influences? Does your influences bleed into your production, or do you completely just go inward?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There are times where I'm like, man, I gotta make this like Timberland, man. I gotta make this like Drummer.
Right.
I gotta make this this other producer who I look up to. But I mean, other times, man, I just made a beat maybe a month and a half ago, and I put it on my Snapchat. Everyone who follows me on Snapchat, I got a lot of followers on Snapchat. But everyone who follows me on Snapchat can heard that beat, and it was really made from the point of my grandfather died. So it was coming from.
Oh, I know the track you're talking about. Oh,
it's coming from inside to being put out, and it's and I was going through a lot of stuff at that time anyway. Situation I really don't even want to talk about.
I already know.
But it came from the point of me just having to get something out and expressing myself. and to where I not gonna see this person anymore, but I'm gonna feel him, and I'm gonna, I can live, my life from what he, taught me.
And look, this track that he's talking about, not to kind of give too much away on it, but there's a moment in there in the track and everything where he has his grandfather spitting some knowledge, man. And it's just a beautiful moment, man. He's got him sampled and stuff, man. Got his voice sampled. And I mean, man,
I'm talking about another one. I'm talking about another one.
Oh, that's what, that's what I was thinking of when you said your grandfather. Okay, so I'm on a whole nother trip.
You're on a whole other trip.
You know what I'm saying? But that track did something to me too, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got all misty eyed. I started thinking about my granddaddy and stuff. But you know what I'm saying? I was like, I want to know my granddaddy.
Yeah, man. Definitely. That's what it did, man. It just really like took me to a whole other place of like just trying something new to where it's like it's coming from solely me. I'm not taking samples. I'm not doing anything else. Everything is coming from me. So yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. Well, hey, yo, I mean, we've been keeping up with time. How we doing?
We have 12 minutes.
Oh, okay, good. So, because I want to, I'm sure
Maybe let's get into something.
I have one question real quick.
Okay, yep, all right.
What art have you produced for him?
Oh, good question.
Just so I can kind of.
No, that's a good question. That's a good question.
One time, Scarface, Major, Sleeping Giant. If you know,
that it comes out.
Not Pressure though, right?
Comes out the
Pressure too.
I'm in that video.
Actually,
That's why I'm like that video.
So, what song is it?
If you know, then you know. Damn, ain't that perfect?
If you know, then you know. Comes out tomorrow for us, but last Sunday. Check it out on Scooby's Apple Music.
And it'll be a snippet of it at some point in this podcast.
Also, speaking of pressure, it's my favorite beat ever made.
What? Oh,
Pressure's the one with the
Yes. And we made it video back to back. Yo, check the records. Me and Teddy ain't made nothing left in the end.
Real.
And as far as like, I was talking about the video. Yeah, if you go online, it's Pressure, right?
I'll put the link in the
description. Scooby the Kid and stuff, and I also got a little feature and everything in there and stuff. They shot at my old apartment.
Hey, and funny story since you already moved out from there, how we were smoking the backward and we burnt your carpet.
Yeah, and then you literally see me in the video, like I'm about to put the little, this man smoking in the video and the ash on the carpet. I'm like, man, my wife gonna kick my ass if she see this, man.
And I had only known Bill, but I hadn't known you for that long.
No, he hadn't even known me that long. He already done burnt up my carpet. Hey man, thanks for letting us do your video. The video and stuff, you can burn up your shit. Bye bye. It's all good, though. It's all gravy because the beauty of it is, hey, now the video exists and it's out there for all y'all to watch.
And now they're like the best of friends doing a podcast together.
And look, you'll notice in the video that little moment, you'll see me bend down. I'm literally I'm putting out an ass that Scooby spilled. That's what happened in that video.
Look at his face when he come up.
Yeah. Like, I'm perturbed as hell because I'm like, yeah, my ex-wife now was, wife at the time was going to keep my ass over there, man. And now here we go. Look, and here we go, full circle. The man that created that beat since before us right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And
Scooby
always put me in the doghouse over that damn shit.
So, like I said, back to the sample thing, and I feel like Shaq could really put into this too. As a producer, how do you feel about sampling things and the stigma behind it and like how it's so hard to do it because of monetary reasons and like playing it yourself and like giving that an expression of you? Because I said this now, like I hated when we would sample shit. I used to be like, hell no, we're not sampling nothing. Play it off. I don't want to sample.
But there are sampled sounds out there that can be extrapolated that you can develop around. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
With sampling, man, hip hop was based off of sampling, bro.
Exactly.
Hip hop was based off of sampling, man. So I mean, you can't go wrong with sampling. I mean, yeah, sometimes it just don't work out. But I mean, my thing is, bro, if you hear something that can be, sampled and whatever, you can make a good dope song out of that one sample, bro, do it, man. Like it don't even matter at that moment. Go with your gut. Go with what you feel.
There are those that because I know you're not this kind of producer, but there are a lot of producers out there that they substitute lack of skill for hiding behind presets. You know what I'm saying? And like Now here I am. I'm a person that knows how to play keyboard and stuff. But hey, I've sampled too, just to put more emphasis on that point that it depends on how you utilize that particular avenue. Like for example, it doesn't have to necessarily even be music related. Like you want to sampling the sound of lightning or something, the sound of a gunshot and all this kind of stuff or whatever. Car streaking, and then there's that kind of sampling. And then of course the obvious sampling of taking certain measures for songs and stuff like that and putting into your stuff. Now that gets into tricky areas, as we saw with like what played out with Robin Thicke with that Marvin Gaye situation. You know what I'm saying? And there were some similarities, and it was strong enough for them to put the case, and I think they won it, if I'm not mistaken. So you have those kind of gray areas, and so there's layers to it, is what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying? It's just like how much are you trying to hide behind calling yourself a producer, but yet you're just extrapolating. You never build an actual beat yourself, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
I like control, man. I like to control the music from start to finish. I think that's what makes me a producer, actually, to be honest with you. Because you really don't have to make beats in order to like be a producer. But like I like control though. Like so I'll start with the first sound, and then I'll go to the next sound, If I don't like it, I'll just take it out. But also like with sampling, like you really don't control it. You feel me? Like you really don't control the way.
You have to build around the sample.
You gotta build around it. Yeah. You gotta cut it and chop it up in certain ways. So I like control, man. Like,
but I will say this, as me and you could both attest to, because I know he's another producer that you like, Jay Dilla.
Oh yeah, Jay Dilla,
the greatest of all time, man. Jay Dilla would get you would hear a sample. And, like back in the day, what they would do is say they have about, 4 beats worth of the sample. And then, extrapolate that, or say if it's 8 beats worth or whatever have you. All right. And then grab that and then, build around that. But someone like Jay Dilla would hear something else in it. Like if the beat was like that, maybe when he uses it, he flips it backwards or something. Or he does something, he takes a little piece out of just that whole deal. And then build on the little piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, you listen to the sample thinking oh, I know exactly what's going to happen. He's going to drop a 4/4, boom, bap type beat on that. And then all of a sudden, you get something with the sample that you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Oh! And now your eyes are open to a whole new prospect of what that could potentially sound like. And that's what I like about him, man. And I'm kind of late to the party with Dilla, admittedly. He was getting way back. And, over the last 3-4 years, I've really become, staunch into him. And musically, he makes the music, and for me, is the way I walk in a sense. If you wonder what the soundtrack of Bill Perry sound like, listen to Jay Dilla. And that's Bill Perry. That's me walking, that's me shitting, that's me goddamn eating. Jay Dilla beats with everything I do in life. When I'm at the goddamn McDonald's ordering a burger, there's a Jay Dilla beat you should be hearing in your background, and that is my soundtrack. Much love to him. I got obviously you can see I got much love, for Teddy B like that too. And that's why, he's my dude, because he understands the real producers that I personally love. Hey,
Rest in peace, Diddy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Indeed. Rest in peace! Abigail, you know what I'm saying? Abigail loves Dilla, and she loves Teddy B. I'm gonna tell you something like this. On the low, she won't Teddy B.
Man,
that's just us talking. That's just us talking. That ain't the audience. The audience, I guess, anyway. Oh, that's a lie! Hey, look, she liked that potential though. She liked those numbers. She do like the numbers.
There's a line, man.
There's definitely potential. All right, well, look, man. I guess it's time for rapid fire now, right? 5 minutes. Oh, we doing this down to the narrow. Well, let me see.
I'm in the midst of, because I'm going to put in him dropping the ash, so I'm going to put that in. I'm in the midst of editing that video so that I can put it in.
Movie magic is what Hunter is working on. Mac is putting in that movie magic or will. You know what? I'm going to test him. I'm going to test Mac right now. I'm going to clap my hands and I'm going to see what kind of sound effect he can create. So I'm doing this. So I'm going to see what he's going to add in there. It could, I'm hoping it's maybe a fourth round. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, so yeah, he's got the time stamp. So he knows when he goes back, when I watch this episode, I want to see what he's going to create when my hands come together. And you all out there can get in on the act. You know what I'm saying? Get in the comment and be like, I was wondering what he was going to do. I wonder if it was going to be lightning or a fart sound or car crashing.
Hey, can we take a time out to, for these last 5 minutes, shout out to your dad?
Oh, yeah, the OG. The OG.
Alan, man.
Shout out to him, man.
That live stream y'all did was so fire. Your dad was just like, out there, he said, I got the Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? He said, I got the California. And then said, he got the Virginia tobacco in the pipe.
I'm telling you, man, salute to him.
Hey, put Holy Man on.
Yeah.
Where's Holy Man? Hey,
You got special request.
We're about to have a blues legend on the
You want to say hi?
AKA my daddy.
Yeah.
Hey, Shy. Are you my pop?
Oh yeah, he's a little indisposed right now. I'll just say that.
Oh, man. Party foul. Party foul. Man, what are you doing?
You just got back out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all it was, bro. That's all it was.
Tell Pop to stop hibernating, man. It's long season to be hibernating.
Then that song, bro, I'm blanking on the name of it, bro. That was an ill-ass song.
Speaking of, tell him I gotta sample him. If we're talking about samples, I have to sample him.
Hey, you heard that? Bring the podcast, Shy.
I'll make sure I tell him. I'll make sure I tell him.
Man, it would have been so good if I could have just got on the phone right now, man. What are you doing?
Hey, man, so it's just the mystique, though. It's even better.
As much as that man loves to talk, you mean to tell me he's incapacitated now? What the living hell? Next time I see him, he gonna talk my damn ear off, and right now he can talk to his son. Right now. I hear him mumbling. Sounded like Fred Sanford. I hear him mumbling, man. What he doing?
He said, y'all.
I love you, Daddy. Tell him next time we do that, he's gonna have to jump on there now.
Yeah, really, he was dozing off right there, and I was kind of waking him up. He was like, y'all go ahead.
Oh, I love you, Bob. Next time, man. Next time, man. I know we done got to the rapid fire now. Don't tell me 10 more minutes, goddammit. Hey.
36 seconds.
30.
Hey, what's the song, though? What's the song you were dancing from in front of the...
Oh, Shy, what was the name of the song?
Y'all was dancing to it with your mask on.
Oh, that was called Times is Hard. Times is hard.
Yeah, Times is Hard.
Hey, and so
Yeah.
in the last seconds of the podcast, you know what I'm saying, with times being hard in this quarantine, that's what we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, times is hard.
There it is.
But manifestation, it's gonna get better.
Hey.
That motherfucker spitting. Yeah.
That's awesome. And I know that would be a big honor to him. I'll make sure to tell him that, and he's going to love that. That might bring him out of his little nap there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, to the rapid fire, you know what I'm saying?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here comes... Rapid fire.
Do opener thing. All right. What's the weirdest? No, that's not the one I want to start with. Where to go?
Come on.
Yeah, we'll start with you,
We
me,
play cards.
Teddy.
To the right.
Yeah.
So
Terry, we should start with him.
that's what I said.
Okay.
All right.
So you're gonna go first.
Oh, shit. Okay.
All right. What is in your fridge right now?
Oh.
Mango.
Mangoes, okay.
Leftovers.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't quite hear the question.
What is in your fridge right now?
Oh, leftovers. This pasta stuff I made yesterday. That's actually pretty good. I might have leftovers tonight.
That's what I said too. Leftovers.
Yeah.
Shoot. Beer and ketchup.
The necessities,
The
man.
condiment king,
The
baby.
necessities, man.
I know for a fact I got a 24 pack of Mountain Dew, and I got some Caribbean jerk boneless wings from Buffalo Wild Wings, not sponsored, but those are amazing.
I might just hit up Beta.
All right, for the next one. What is your favorite joke? Make sure you tell it.
Oh.
I don't have one.
Plus, I think I told mine that one time. I told a joke or something.
My favorite joke is Scooby the Kid.
Oh, man, look at Abigail. She died with that one. She died with that one. Oh.
This track for Chef Matt coming soon.
The diss track coming soon, baby.
All right, well, we'll do a different question then. What celebrity would you most want to live with?
BB Gorilla.
Oh, yeah. You notice he already had that answer already figured out. What celebrity would I? Oh, what celebrity? You know what? I'm gonna pass.
How? Why?
Oh.
Hey, Sean, what about
Hey,
you?
Sean, answer for Bill.
That would be a hard one. I'm not sure if I would even pick the right one. So,
No, don't pick for me, Sean. No, pick for you.
you said what celebrity would I like to live with?
Yeah.
I would have to say Superman, Henry, however you pronounce his name.
Oh yeah.
And if he could,
or something, yeah.
yeah, and if he could be a Superman, then he could fly me to the store. So that would be all good.
Hey, that's the business.
I'll probably say Jada Pinkett Smith. She did good with that.
Look at them damn eyes over there. Oh, shit. Hey, that's why I was real careful because I'm in a certain place right now and I'm like, well, if I answer this, and then, I don't know.
Probably Robert Downey Jr. That'd just be fucking cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I could answer that. I would like to live with Morgan Freeman and tell him to narrate every moment of my life. Be like, hey, Morgan Freeman, my boy just called me. Tell him I'm about to take a shit. Well, Bill Perry this evening decided that he had to remove energy from his bowels. That shit would be fantastic, man. I eat a bowl of cereal. He seems to really be enjoying that fruit dish. So here's my pick. Morgan Freeman would narrate my life.
All right, this is a very random question. You were a bagel, what would you be?
Ooh. You know what? A plain bagel. Straight up. Just a straight up plain bagel and stuff, man. With bacon bits. But not a lot of jazz stuff on that. Not a lot of stuff on that.
That's a new shit. I never had bacon bits on the bagel.
Yeah, I do the bacon bits on the bagel, baby.
I'm gonna try it.
Shit, man. These questions, bro.
I know, man. Mac will mess you up, man. Mac will mess you up.
Man, I want to say plain. I like cinnamon bagels though, man. I personally like cinnamon, but I don't think I'll be a cinnamon bagel, man. Like for real, you feel?
But see, that's the thing, right? That's not because I was starting to think of certain bagels, and he's like, but the question is what kind of bagel I would be. It's like I think I would be a bagel with bacon bits on the shit.
You know what? Just put chocolate on them.
Hey, that's sexual chocolate.
This might.
What kind of bagel would I be?
Yeah.
Well, I guess since I love sesame seed, maybe that one. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good one, Sean. Yeah, sesame seed bagels. Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Blueberry bagels with like peanut butter in the center with the fucking
that
peanut butter.
Like
this. He had me at hello, but then I was like, damn.
You gotta get the bowl. You gotta mix the peanut butter and strawberry together. Bananas on top. All right, bro.
Got me drunk talking his fucking Mac game. Threw me off the
That's a whole snack. I'm telling you.
shit, that's a whole vibe. Shit.
That's like when you see that in commercials, you know what I'm saying?
I love Scooby.
I would definitely be a bagel disguising himself as a donut.
Oh,
Oh, so
interesting.
you an asshole.
All right, there's two more. First one is, have you ever? No, I'll do this one first. What do you do when you can't fall asleep?
That's a good
Right.
question. Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah. Count that.
You know what? I think I maybe need to step out of this conversation. Because I haven't slept in days.
I just want to start, bro. This shit really works. Count backwards from 1,000. You never really know.
Oh, that's a classic one. That's a classic.
My dad told me that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It works.
Steady B?
I said it right.
Oh,
Right. Yeah, I write songs like this.
For me, you know, it's kind of hard for me to sleep at times and everything, but I find that herbal relaxation helps to kind of put me in that state of mind. Wink, wink, shy, wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in the house said masturbation. I'm not gonna say who, but someone in the house said masturbation can make you go to sleep. But
I think that's
what time is
it?
it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I can't sleep. Okay, go on the board, huh? Yeah.
This is I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this out there before we finish this question. This is the second week in a row we talked about masturbation.
Are they telling us something?
Right now, man.
Hey, man, look, if you ain't masturbating, you ain't human. So there it is.
You built up like a motherfucker.
I ain't gonna get into it. Not on this podcast. Especially with my sister here, too. I definitely don't want to say something.
What about Shadow?
What was the question to me? I got all crazy. What
do you do when you can't fall?
Oh, Sean, what do you do when you can't fall asleep?
Oh gosh. Well, okay. Well, especially during this pandemic, things have changed a lot. So, like you, my sleep patterns have been off, and sometimes these last few times I would have to just literally drop off to sleep. So usually I would probably have a movie on that I would fall asleep on.
That's good too, Sean. I do that too. But you know the thing is, I literally throw the movie on to watch it, and then my punk ass will fall asleep.
Yeah, it's like
I really want to watch the movie, then I wake up and the goddamn credits is rolling.
Yo, you gotta watch that you already watched.
Yeah,
You gotta watch
I fall asleep to TV shows that I've watched so many times.
Ah, there it is. There it is. Because if you actually want to watch it and then you miss the whole damn thing by being too tired to watch it. You know?
One of the best things that I know about certain sleep is sometimes your brain will be tired, but your body won't be.
Mm-hmm.
So getting up, doing push-ups, jumping jacks, that helps me when I know that.
Yeah, see, we got a Marine in the house, so he giving us that little extra something there.
All right, for the final question, what is a crush that you have on a fictional character?
A crush?
Crush. Like if you could go on a date with any fictional character ever, what would it be?
Harley Quinn. That shit would be awesome. Damn, everybody got quiet when I said that. It's scared as hell, that girl.
Oh, really? She's awesome.
And look, a girl that can tame the Joker. Okay, yeah. I think me and Harley, man, that would be a fun night on the town, man. I mean, we probably get arrested by the end of our date, but god damn it, that shit would be fun as hell. We rob banks and shit and get in the fights and go dancing at clubs and have and then of course, but I ain't gonna get into too many details again. My sister's on there.
Yo, Jackie, that's 70%. Or Zoe 101.
Ooh.
Jamie Lynn?
10.
Yeah.
Jamie Lynn?
Bro, I was fucking 16 when I watched it.
Hey, what about Shy? I would imagine the same person holds for you, huh? Henry Cavill.
Oh, can you say that again?
The question was that question?
If you could go on a date with any fictional character, who would it be?
If you can go on a date with any fictional character, who would it be?
Oh, by now I'm surprised you guys haven't guessed. Superman.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It's all about the new Superman.
Hey, look.
So I got a Superman crush. I love it, Superman.
Hey, give me proud, bro.
Oh,
From
The
Proud
Proud
Family.
Family.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
for real, bro.
Hey, the mama can get it too, though.
Hey, look, for real though, man. For real. Hey.
Oh man, there was a character I just had in my head that actually would have been just as fun as Harley, but now I just lost it. I lost it. There's so many fictional. Oh. Bro, that's kind of like my date, but not without the
Good guys.
Yeah, the good guy version of my date, essentially. But oh my god, yeah, that girl would be a fantastic date. Good one. All right, well, what we at, baby?
That's it.
All right, hey, Sean, we've come to the end.
Oh, wow. This was a lot of fun. And I'm really happy to meet you, Teddy B. And I'm looking forward to your album coming out. And I know it's going to be great. So, yeah, make sure that you hit me up with that because I'll definitely help spread the word.
I got you.
If you know, then you know with Teddy Vuitton, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank y'all for watching another episode of Bridging the Gap with Bill, Shy, Scooby, and Mac with our very special guest, Teddy Vuitton, a great music producer and just well-rounded, beautiful man. And you can catch him online. I'm going to let Scooby do all that once we get there. But I just wanted to say that hope that everybody is still, minding protocol out there and everything. As you see, we tried to set the show up very special, but so we can mind it ourselves. But hope y'all enjoyed this one.
Well, if you know that you
Yay.
know Vuitton, I want y'all to go out there and follow the social media so you can show us what you can do after seeing what Teddy can do, and you've already seen what we can do for the past 13 weeks. The social medias are at Bridge the Gap 77, at Bill Perry, at Bill Perry Jr., at Scooby the Kid 252, at Teddy Vuitton, at Chef Mac 1523, and at 5OROO Perry.
And that's Abigail Gmail.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to create a Twitter account for Abigail.
Yeah, it doesn't exist yet. I was just saying, so she just wanted to be in the picture.
And look, also I gotta say, y'all gotta follow us on Spotify, Apple Music, all that. Get the music. Make sure y'all hearing the music.
All the links are in the description for everybody.
That's real.
I want to throw one thing out, and it for some reason has escaped my brain all of a sudden. Oh, check out we decided to do Fridays Bridge 2. They're going to be behind the scene vlogs. If you see me with the camera,
Yes.
it'll be, everything from this to that. It could be board games one time. It could be a vlog. It could be behind the scenes. Who knows what it's going to be.
Hey, you can even hit us up and give us some ideas on maybe what we can do on some of those vlogs and everything.
Maybe when the social media gets done, if the most people that, if you like consistently or whatever contest details we decide to put out, we can come to you and do a vlog with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and definitely getting back to reiterate on the contest, make sure to submit.
Yeah, be submitting to the contest.
We got 3 different categories going on for all your music people. We got you gamers out there set, and we also got you visual artists set. So make sure to check out our link to get any deets on the contest.
You got a week from tomorrow.
What can you do?
Yeah, what can you do?
What can you do?
Bridge the Gap.
Oh man.
That's the tag. When you see that, time stamp it, and that's what's going to end. And she goes,
Well, it was great seeing you guys. See you
all
again
right, so
soon.
we'll see you next time, all right?
We're at the end of the episode. I'm sitting here with Scooby and Bill and our new kind of host, Abigail. I just wanted to say thank you for making it this far. If you made it this far, type Rick in the comments. I just saw why.
R-I-C-K.
Yep. R-I-C-K.
K-I-C-R.
R-I-C-K. Keep that in mind. R-I-C-K.
And it'll be on the screen. Make sure you go follow the social medias. All of them are right here on the screen. Whoa. Submitting to the contest. You saw the video at the beginning of the episode. Is the contest video submitted to the contest?
Yeah.
Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe button.
What
ding
can
on
you
that
do?
Notification bell. What can you do? Go follow us all on Twitter. And tweet at BridgeTheGap77 and at ChefMac1523 because I don't want these guys to know the random questions I'm going to ask. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the outro.